There is something
There is
deeply
something
wrong
deeply
with the
wrong
bread on
with
your
the bread on
table.
your table.
For thousands
For
of
thousands of
bread
years,
was
bread was called the staff of life.
It built
civilizations,
fed armies,
sustained
sustained
families through brutal winters.
But today,
that same word, bread, describes something that inflames your gut, spikes your blood sugar,
and leaves you
hungry
hungry
an hour later.
In
In 1324,
in a village
outside York, England,
the average
peasant consumed 2 to 3 pounds of bread
every single day.
It was 70% of their total calories.
These were
These were
hard-working men,
hauling
hauling
stones,
stones,
ploughing fields,
building
building
cathedrals
cathedrals that still stand today.
and they thrived on it. No diabetes epidemic, no gluten sensitivity crisis, no inflammatory bowel disease affecting 1 in every 100 people. Fast forward to today, 1 in 3 adults is pre-diabetic. Celiac disease has increased by 400% since the 1950s. Millions more suffer from what doctors vaguely call non-celiac gluten sensitivity, bloating, brain fog, joint pain, chronic fatigue. Your grandfather ate bread his whole life without a problem. So what the hell changed? The answer isn't that you're weak or that your gut is defective. The answer is that modern bread is not bread. It's an industrialized food product designed for profit, not nutrition. And the medieval peasant you've been taught to pity, he knew something about wheat that the food industry desperately wants you to forget. Before we go deeper, drop a comment and tell us, have you ever felt sick after eating bread? Bloating, fatigue, brain fog? What symptoms do you get? Let us know below, because what you're about to discover will change how you see every loaf on the shelf. Section 1. The modern failure. Bread that isn't bread. Pick up a loaf of supermarket bread and read the ingredients. Enriched wheat flour, code for wheat that's been stripped of everything valuable, then injected with synthetic vitamins to meet legal minimums. High fructose corn syrup, soybean oil, mono and diglycerides, calcium propionate, azotic carbonamide, a chemical also used in yoga mats and shoe rubber. This isn't bread, it's a science experiment. Medieval bread had 3 ingredients. Flour, water, salt. Sometimes a bit of leaven or yeast, that's it. But modern industrial bread needs 20 to 30 ingredients just to stay soft for 2 weeks on a shelf. And that's just the beginning. The wheat itself is fundamentally different. In 1960, a scientist named Norman Borlaug developed what he called miracle wheat, shorter stalks, higher yield, resistant to disease. He won the Nobel Prize for it. The Green Revolution, they called it. It fed millions, but there was a cost no one talked about. This new wheat, technically called semi-dwarf wheat, was bred for one thing, maximum yield per acre, not nutrition, not digestibility, yield. To achieve that, plant breeders introduced genetic changes that altered the gluten structure, increased the starch content, and ramped up compounds called lectins and phytates that interfere with nutrient absorption. Ancient wheat varieties like einkorn had 14 chromosomes. Emmer wheat had 28. Modern bread wheat has 42. That genetic complexity came with a trade-off. Modern wheat contains gluten proteins that your great-grandfather's gut never encountered. The gliadin fraction, the part responsible for most gluten reactions, is structurally different. Studies from the University of Kansas found that modern wheat triggers significantly higher immune responses than heritage varieties. Your body recognizes it as a foreign invader, and it responds with inflammation. Not because you're sensitive, but because the wheat has been engineered into something your digestive system doesn't recognize as food. Then there's the milling. Medieval flour was stone ground, a slow process that kept the wheat kernel intact. The bran, the germ, the endosperm, all ground together. That meant fiber, healthy fats, B vitamins, minerals like magnesium and zinc, all still present. Modern roller milling, introduced in the 1870s, strips all of that away. It removes the bran and the germ because they contain oils that go rancid, shortening shelf life. What's left is pure white endosperm, basically pure starch and damaged protein structure. Then it's bleached with chemicals like chlorine gas or benzoyl peroxide to make it whiter. This is what's sold as enriched flour. Enriched because they have to add back a fraction of the nutrients they destroy. But here's where it gets worse. Medieval bread was slow. After mixing flour and water, bakers let the dough rest and ferment for 12 to 24 hours, sometimes longer. This wasn't laziness, it was necessity. During that fermentation, natural yeast and bacteria broke down the starches and proteins. They pre-digested the bread for you. The gluten became easier to process. Phytic acid, which binds to minerals and blocks absorption, was neutralized. Lectins, which can damage the gut lining, were reduced. By the time the bread went into the oven, it was fundamentally transformed. Your modern supermarket loaf, mixed, risen, and baked in under 3 hours. No fermentation, no breakdown of anti-nutrients, no pre-digestion, just raw reactive proteins hitting your gut at full strength. The result is a food that looks like bread, smells like bread, but behaves in your body like pure sugar. The glycemic index of white bread is 75, higher than table sugar at 65. That means it spikes your blood glucose faster than a candy bar. Your pancreas dumps insulin to handle the flood. Your blood sugar crashes. You feel hungry again an hour later. Over years, this cycle leads to insulin resistance, the root cause of type 2 diabetes. Medieval bread, with its intact fibre and slow fermentation, had a much lower glycemic response. It released energy slowly. It kept you full. It didn't trigger the hormonal chaos that modern bread does every single time you eat it. Section 2, the investigation. Clues from the medieval field.
Alright, Shalom, I'm giving no praise unto Yahweh Shabbat Shem double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and honor you brothers that be pushing these truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And the brother about here coming out here to give you these truth for the grace and mercy of Yahweh. Giving no praise unto Yahweh Shabbat. Yeah, I was just watching this video. Brother had posted this a couple of weeks ago in the group chat, and I thought I'll do a little quick video on it. But you can see, man, this is terrible, man. This is a totally demonic way of living, totally anti-life way of living. And you can see why we call this man the devil, all right? You can see why we call Esau the devil that the Bible speaks about. How you gonna mess up something that is fundamentally functional and profitable to your system? And like the elder says all the time, one of the elders from Dallas, he always says, man, bread is beautiful, man. Bread is lovely, okay? And Esau went up in there with his mad genius, mad scientist spirit and done messed bread up. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And when you look at the science, that the guy was just breaking it down, messes up with your diabetes, right? So you're thinking you're eating so-called brown bread with the butter or whatever, and that's your breakfast. And over years, that's gonna mess your system up. You're thinking you're picking the healthy option, and that's what's been seen to be the case a lot of the times with this society. The so-called junk food is almost just as bad as the so-called good food. Everything's messed up, man. Everything's messed up, right? Everything's messed up, and it goes to prove this, what the scripture says: "Thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread defiled amongst the heathen." But the guy said, "Look, bread's supposed to be foundational. 70% of your diet a long time ago was bread." There is something also that they know as I forget the name of it, but there's another type of bread that they used to use for basically for overseas journeys. Okay, they would dry the bread up and you just mix it with a little wine, and that was a staple. And you don't have nothing like that anymore, because obviously they want to get the shelf life, the profit. They want to get, you know, the softness and all of that. And obviously they want the money, okay? And because of the love of the money, like the scripture says, because of the love of the money, Esau done messed everything up, man. Right? How can you mess bread up? We need to get out of here. I'm not going to spend too much time speaking about that, man. We need to get out of here. I thought I was going to say more about this video, but the video speaks about it. Video speaks about it the most. We're going to take care of, starting first and foremost with me, man. We're going to take care of our diets so we don't mess ourselves up. We're going to make better choices. All right? Yeah, stay off the sugar. Stay off the refined wheat. I'm thinking the refined wheat just means that they took the gem off. I'm thinking, okay, it's not that bad, man. Man, it's bad. It's bad. Just a slice of toast could kill you out here within this kingdom, man. It's bad. Okay, so we gotta take care of ourselves, man. We gotta deep dive into this diet thing a bit more. You know, I was watching this. I got cut. I got cut, man. I got cut. I ain't gonna lie. I got cut. You know, usually for breakfast, man, I'll be having 4 slices of toast, thinking, yeah, this is better than the porridge, because the porridge is, you know, the rolled oats porridge. And you put the hot water in it, the instant porridge. That's supposed to be terrible for your blood sugars. So yeah, we gotta make better decisions out here, man. This ain't it. This kingdom ain't it. This kingdom's gotta be destroyed. But whilst we're here, we're gonna look after our systems, man. Yeah, we gotta look after our bodies, man, and pray always, man. Pray. That's it, man. Pray. When it comes down to it, a man will get an ailment off of the back of not praying. That's the end all be all of it. The Most High is in control of all things, is what I'm trying to say. If you don't pray, man, you're just liable to messing your situation up, man. You gotta pray. Does not the scripture say we shall eat poison and live? And we are literally eating poison, right? We're literally eating poison. So yeah, man. Again, just watch the video, man. Watch the video, man. Yeah, this video messed me up, man. Shalom.